2 years ago today, Trudeau says, we froze the handgun market and stopped handguns from being bought, sold, or transferred anywhere in Canada. We choose your safety over the gun lobby every time. Every time, he says, we love your safety. We love you. We love you as Canadians. That we froze handguns in this country. Well, congratulations. You did a whole lot of nothing. Because you see everyone in his replies, obviously a lot of them right-leaning. You have Cat Canada says, you're a clown, and posts a CTV News article that says nearly 9% increase of firearm crimes in Canada. You had Stacy who says, and yet gun crime has gone up, posting a Pierre Poilievre post about how violent gun crime, again, has gone up after 9 years of NDP Liberals, and all the percentages you can see there across all the major metropolises across Canada. You have Yukon Strong that made a very interesting point, which I appreciated. Because again, Trudeau, you know, Liberals love saying, don't bring American politics north of the border. Well, here we are. We choose your safety over the gun lobby every time. Well, Yukon Strong made a really interesting point here. He says, Canada doesn't have a gun lobby. We're not like America in that way, which is technically true. A gun lobbyist is someone who advocates on behalf of firearm corporations. We have the CCFR, which simply seeks to get dishonest politicians to simply stop robbing Canadians at gunpoint and leave legal gun owners alone, which is true. The gun lobby, quote unquote, in Canada versus the American gun lobby are two different beasts. American gun lobby is highly financed, got a lot of money, and has a lot of reach in the United States of America. Whereas Canada, CCFR, you don't really know about them. And they are literally an organization driven by volunteers. It's a volunteer-run project. It's a volunteer-run business. Apples and oranges. However, but Trudeau knows this. Trudeau knows that the American politics that come up north of the border, people have a certain idea of what the gun lobby is, and they attribute it to what they have in the States. And it's like, oh, that's what we have here. So he made sure to insert that terminology just to get the people going. If that ain't enough for you, we have the Toronto Police Association that had something to say about this as well. Everyone had something to say about this post, but so did the TPA. They said they reposted Trudeau's post and said, criminals did not get your message apparently, sir. Obviously, I added a little flair in there myself. Our communities are experiencing a 45% increase in shootings and a 62% increase in gun-related homicides compared to this time last year. What difference does your handgun ban make when 85% of guns seized by our members can be sourced to the United States? He said, dang. Your statement is out of touch and offensive to victims of crime and police officers everywhere. Whatever you think you've done to improve community safety, it has now worked, Mr. Trudeau. And that was probably, as much as there was a lot of chaos happening in the reply section, this was the response of the day. This is what got people's attention. This is what got people talking. The Toronto Police Association, citing facts and stats of what they're seeing on the ground every day, of what they're experiencing in their communities. And the handgun ban has done nothing. This is the concern people have. And I still, to this day, hold to what I believed when it first happened. I thought it was so disgusting how Trudeau just pushed through legislation right after the mass casualty incident that happened here in Nova Scotia back in 2020. Rammed this legislation through to ban and freeze handgun usage and movement through the country. Got it through so quick. Used this incident to push that. Even when the crime that they used as a catalyst to push this legislation through was committed by illegal guns out of the United States. So, no one's surprised. Everyone who's watching the show knows when this first went through, nothing was going to happen. It was only going to get worse because you were taking and targeting people that were law-abiding owners. And they were doing nothing wrong. They weren't the problem. Illegal guns were the problem. And guess what's happened? You froze handgun usage in Canada, or handgun movement throughout the country. Handgun sales, all that. And you've done nothing to take care of people who are using illegal guns. Thus, we've seen an increase in crime. There you have that. And a lot of people coming in hot here. Yukon Strong came on this post. It says, law enforcement is having an identity crisis. Half of them want to lock me up for saying F Trudeau. The other half literally are saying F Trudeau. And that, my friends, is why we're seeing such a split in this country right now.